Just when I thought I had seen it all, I came across the latest mass hysteria inducing TikTok viral must-have it girl item. When I saw that this item is the new Starbucks bear cup, I was actually shook. And it's a good thing I was sitting down at the time, because if I wasn't, I would have actually passed out. I seriously just cannot even believe the audacity of this being a viral trend. And by the end of the video, let me know if your reaction is similar to mine. Okay, without further ado, here is the grand unveiling of the newest item that is causing people to say, run, don't walk, grab 100 of them while you can. Do not let any other customers around you get their hands on them. Resell them on TikTok and eBay as soon as you can. Either that or 3D print them yourself at home so you can scam people. Okay guys, so the item is the Lowe's pink mini bucket.
How many of those did you take?
I took 9.
Yeah, give me 15 of them right now.
Look how pink, so pretty.
I've been trying to catch you boys all day!
Pretty.
You're welcome. Go get your pink buckets.
And before we get into all the mini bucket madness, thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's video. And thank you guys so much for all these amazing comments on the screen right now. And for all of your support on my recent videos. And if you're enjoying the video so far, please leave a like so we can reach our like goal of 500 likes. And subscribe to help us get one step closer to 30,000 subscribers. And also check out my collab commentary channel called All That To Say. And my new second channel called philiciajoy 2.0. Both of these channels will be linked in the pinned comment. And when you subscribe, you'll help us get one step closer to 1,000 subscribers on those channels. In this way, you won't miss any future uploads on these channels. And now back to these itsy bitsy little aesthetic pink buckets.
Come with me to get the viral pink buckets from Lowe's. I don't have much business being in Lowe's, but anything pink, sign me up. I spotted them. Gosh, look how cute. I honestly have no idea what you would use this for, aside from a pen holder possibly, but if you have ideas, let me know.
Trends like these really make no sense, but let's try our best to make sense of the Lowe's mini bucket craze. So in order to do that, let's start all the way back at the beginning. It might come as a shock to you, but mini buckets are actually a big thing. And mini bucket collection videos on TikTok make up an entire section of TikTok. So basically there is mini bucket talk. Like clean talk, food talk, fridge talk, and all those other sides of TikTok. Basically, TikTok has a mini bucket collector community, and everyone in these videos shows their collections and talks about how these mini buckets spark so much joy for them. And I'm not trying to hate on the mini bucket collectors because everybody has their little things that spark joy, but this craze went downhill quick, and that is why we are all here talking about it. In these mini bucket collection videos, people have Home Depot, Lowe's, and other brands in their collection. And I'm not even hating on Lowe's in this video because unlike Starbucks with the bear cup craze, when Starbucks only sent 2 bear cups to each store in order to purposefully cause stampedes and mass hysteria, Lowe's actually puts out hundreds of these little buckets into the bins so that there's enough for all the customers, and they actually clearly care about customer safety. And I assume Lowe's made mini buckets in the first place for children who maybe are shopping with their parents or they're working at home with their parents on their little projects, and like when kids have mini rakes or mini shovels, then they could have their little mini bucket and be just like mom or dad. But we can never have nice things because once TikTokers saw the mini buckets, everything hit the fan. My other theory is that Lowe's just made these mini buckets as a cute little cup, but they weren't really intending people to go this insane over the cups because it is food safe and it says it on the bottom of the bucket. So they probably thought that their customers would just like use this as a little cup and, oh, it's cute. It looks like something from Dollar Tree or Five Below. But I don't think that they were trying to make an orchestrated stunt like something that Starbucks would do. But regardless of Lowe's intentions, the mini bucket people are just as bad as the bear cup people, if not worse. We will have to see as we get closer to Valentine's Day because people are using Valentine's Day to rationalize this craze. But these buckets go way deeper than Valentine's Day 2026. So where did the mini bucket obsession really start to go downhill and start to get genuinely scary? Oh yeah, it was in September 2025 when Lowe's had the blue mini buckets.
Look at this. Oh, perfect. Oh my God. Isn't it great? Chris.
And people were seeing the blue mini buckets in the mini bucket talk collection videos, and they went to Lowe's. Run to Lowe's right now. They ran to Lowe's.
You remember those Lowe's buckets I bought the other day? This one that has the lid and is food safe? I have my coffee in it, and I just want to say this might be my new little favorite coffee carrier. Obviously, it doesn't hold a whole lot. It did not hold my, what I brewed, 12 ounces, I think. So I don't know how many ounces this does hold. I'll have to look at it. But you notice how like nothing's leaking out of the side? This isn't advertised as leak proof, but like I'm gonna... Oh my God, Lowe's! Lowe's! Did you know you did this? Oh, was there a little leak? Tiny leak. Tiny leak. The tiniest. And this thing is like full. Oh my God. Almost leak proof. Almost leak proof, Lowe's. My little, and this is iced coffee, by the way. Obviously, I would not put hot coffee in this. I love it! I love it! Oh my God, so cute. Never thought I would use it for this, but I was literally in a rush. I forgot to drink my coffee, and I was like, Lowe's bucket! Lowe's bucket. I can't wait to walk in with this, and people are gonna be like, what the heck, Christina?
They didn't walk. They ran to Lowe's and grabbed a blue mini bucket and started drilling holes in the lid in order to put a straw in it.
This is your sign to go run to Lowe's right now for the mini buckets because this year they come with lids. So you know what I did? I drilled a hole in that bad boy and it works as the perfect iced latte cup. I'm sorry, but I will always love anything that's in mini form. And there's just something so fun about drinking your iced latte in this freaking bucket. I was surprised at how easy it was to drill the hole. I thought I might mess it up, but I just used the largest one I had in my kit and it worked perfectly fine. It was so easy. I love a good cold foam, so I'm making it today with this brown butter pumpkin creamer. It's so freaking delicious. And since this is already sweet enough, I didn't add any other sweeteners, and this came out so freaking delicious. I haven't used my espresso maker in so long, and I'm so happy I did today because I've been using instant espresso, but I will tell you, nothing beats freshly ground espresso beans, and this latte hit the freaking spot. And not just because it's in the most perfect vessel. Listen, I'm one of those people that if the cup is cute, the drink is gonna taste better. But anyways, when I put that freaking bendy straw in, I damn near lost it. I started giggling to myself. I'm telling you, this is gonna be my go-to cup for coffee on the go because it fits in the freaking car cup holder.
And they started again harassing the Starbucks baristas so that they could get lattes in them. Like, why? So basically the exact same people who brought the pumpkins to Starbucks in order to get their pumpkin spice lattes
Brought our own cup. Can you put the pumpkin spice latte in our cup?
Yeah.
2 venti pumpkin spice lattes.
Here.
Thank you so much.
you.
Oh, that's good. Size for a drink.
and the same people who brought those nasty, dirty, sticky honey jars to Starbucks when they couldn't get the beer cup
How would they know?
are the same people who started bringing the blue Lowe's mini buckets to Starbucks. And it's like, can we please stop harassing these baristas? They don't get paid enough to even do the job that they have. Stop doing this to them. And with the entire drilling holes into the lid thing, yes, the Lowe's mini buckets are food safe, but are they truly food safe when you are getting all of these little shards of plastic in your latte because you drilled it? Certainly not food safe with all those little plastic particles floating around in your coffee. This mini bucket craze fires me up to a point that is actually irrational, because usually in my videos, the only thing that will make me actually angry is like seeing what's in the dumpsters or seeing things go into landfills. But people being obsessed over these mini buckets actually is like sending me, as they say now. And I think that maybe the reason for this is because something that this has made me realize about myself is that I hate drinking things out of plastic. And also, it makes my skin crawl to think about people putting hot coffee into the bucket, and it's probably like melting the bucket because it never said hot liquid compatible or microwave safe or anything like that. It never said dishwasher safe. It just said food safe. So why are we putting burning hot, boiling hot coffee into these little plastic containers that literally are cheaper than Dollar Tree and Five Below plastic?
2 seconds later.
Nobody buy one and put it in the microwave as a science experiment. Please don't do it. But I'll try to be understanding. I would never drink out of a plastic Lowe's mini bucket, but I'll try to be a little bit more understanding.
This is a coffee morning.
Every morning for you is a coffee morning.
This is a jumbo coffee morning. I need coffee and an IV.
So after the September 2025 blue mini buckets being viral on Mini Talk and people bringing them to Starbucks and harassing the baristas, in December 2025, this is when the overconsumption Burr Basket girlies jumped on the trend. And you guys might know the Burr Basket girlies from December 2024 when they showed that they can actually use anything as an excuse for overconsumption.
Girlies, we need a genuine talk here. What the f is a Burr Basket? What is why do you guys have so much space for all of these baskets? Also, isn't that just a f***ing Christmas present? That is a Christmas present. Hold off on the basket. Wait for the 25th. You are running your boyfriend's pockets, your husband's pockets dry. They cannot get you a proper Christmas present if you are asking for these boo baskets and these Burr baskets and these heart baskets and these... There's so many baskets. Where do you have the space for all these? Are you guys hoarders?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just extremely confused. So last month we had boo baskets and now this month we have Burr baskets. But one of the main things of Christmas is giving people gifts. So why is there a basket if you're just going to be giving people gifts? I don't think I understand them. I think it's stupid.
We have Burr baskets, purse bowls, and all these crazy things on TikTok. And it's basically the same vibe as restock my son's bathroom with me, restock my guest bathroom, restock my guest bedroom with all these tush wipes and all this random little minis that nobody's ever gonna use, all these single-use plastics. Basically, single-use plastic final boss. So when the Burr Basket girlies jumped on the trend, these poor little helpless blue mini buckets started being synonymous with overconsumption.
I am so sick of the overconsumption on this app. And before you feel pressure to make a Valentine's Day basket for your kid or your partner this year, please listen to this. I've been a nanny for over 16 years and I organize people's houses. And guess what we throw away all the time? The junk that you put in the Burr baskets, the boo baskets, the Valentine's Day baskets, the Easter basket, or whatever else baskets you make, they get thrown away. You're literally throwing your money away. And I know we've normalized this overbuying and this extravagant gift giving that if you don't do it, you feel like you're not good enough, or if you don't receive it, you think your partner's not doing enough. Wrong. Now, I'm not saying don't buy anything, but back in the day, chocolates and flowers were the norm, or flowers in a card. Now it's a $50 to $100 basket that's filled with clutter or items from the dollar section and all this stuff. Don't even get me started on the water bottles. Instead of spending money on your kid or your partner, try spending time with them. I guarantee your kid's gonna have more fun decorating cookies or making something or doing a Valentine's Day craft than ripping apart a cheap basket and then not thinking about it 10 minutes later. Or your partner would rather stay in and cook dinner together and watch a movie and spend quality time together than getting a basket of things that they may not need. I just can't wait for this overconsumption era to be over because I feel like everyone's just trying to one-up each other and it never ends and it gets more ridiculous every year.
And then everything really went downhill and the mass hysteria really jump-started when around 2 weeks ago, Lowe's released the $1 and some change pink mini bucket. And when this happened, and when people started bringing this to TikTok, the aesthetic pink coquette it girlies on TikTok went absolutely out of their minds. And not just the coquette girlies, the overconsumption pink coquette girlies. Let's not drag the coquette girlies into this. Let's just call a spade a spade. It is the people who freak out over the Bear Cup, freak out over the Stanley Cup, freak out over the mini bucket, and nothing will ever be good enough for them because they just had the Bear Cup like a month ago and they already are on to the next in their hoarders buried alive, never-ending cycle of overconsumption. But once a couple of these girlies started making videos with the pink mini bucket, every single person on your For You page was screaming, "Run to Lowe's right now. Grab these mini buckets. Run, don't walk while you can. They're not going to last." Is it clicking to you that these mini buckets are not going to last?
If you missed the blue mini bucket at Lowe's, now's your chance to go get the mini pink bucket. It's only $1.98 with the lid.
And it's food grade.
Best friend. Look at what Lowe's got. Are you kidding me? If I'm not mistaken, a few months ago or so, Lowe's put out these itty bitty little blue buckets. And now they have them in pink. Like, are you kidding me? Look at how cute she is. It's so tiny too. It does come with a lid, which is really, really nice. They are food safe. So if you want to use these for like dips, if you want to use them for drinks, you can use them for that. I did pick up 5. Yes, I did pick up 5. I think this will be really cute to use for like content purposes. Just wanted to show you guys, run to Lowe's. If you are just like an overconsumer type of girl and you need to have all the cutesy things, there's no shame in that. And if you feel like you need it, then go get it. These are going viral already and they're gonna go even more crazy viral as Valentine's Day approaches. So I wanted to let y'all know so you can go ahead and grab yours before they're all gone.
You guys, run to Lowe's right now. Look at these pink buckets. Oh my gosh. We got the blue ones last time, but these are coming home with us.
Bag is secured, guys. I had to order them online. We went into 2 Lowe's stores yesterday and neither had them, but our local Lowe's said that they would have them in last night. So I went online last night and ordered the 5 that I could order online, and these are going to be used for my pens and highlighters. So I'm excited.
And everybody in the comments, rightfully so, was like, what are you even going to do with a Lowe's mini bucket? I don't care if it's pink, like we get it, it's pink. But what are you going to actually do with this? And what was their answer? Well, they tried to come up with a million different reasons of rationalizing these buckets, but we all know the real answer. They don't care what they're gonna do with these buckets. They care that they're viral. They are the new it girl trend. And they're basically like, ask questions later, buy, spend, and don't ask any questions.
And what are y'all doing with those pink buckets that y'all are getting from Lowe's? What is that for? Yes, I made the mistake of asking, what do we use the pink buckets for at Lowe's? What are they for? In the comment section, girls say, you are so miserable. You are so miserable for asking us what we use those pink buckets for. Some people did have comments and I was shocked, y'all. Somebody said that they use the bucket to fill it up with ice cream and give it to their friends. Somebody else said that they fill it up with cookies and cakes for their children. Somebody else said they drilled a hole in the bottom and filled it up with dirt, and then they put plants in it. Somebody also said that they fill up the pink Lowe's bucket and put soup inside of it and drink it. So everybody is having a little micro plastic pancake. That's what they're doing with those buckets, y'all. They're eating out of them. They're passing them out to friends, guys. They're passing them out full of food and whatever it is they can think of. And then the people who smoke, they're filling them up with, yeah. And they're using that to hide their stuff. That's what they're doing with the buckets.
And I feel like a lot of people are going to defend the mini buckets by saying, they're literally just $1. Who cares? Even if they're like as viral as the Starbucks Bear Cup. The Starbucks Bear Cup was $30, but these are only $1. $1. What's wrong with it? When you start to see the sheer amount of buckets people are buying, that adds up quick. I just saw 200 mini buckets in someone's house. Yeah, that $2 a pop, that's $400. And another reason why I'm still not blaming Lowe's for this craze is because Lowe's been had pink buckets. They've always had blue buckets. Like Home Depot has orange, Lowe's has blue. Then they made the blue cups just as a fun little thing. And then they already had pink buckets. So then they made pink cups. It's not that deep, but it's that deep when TikTokers get a hold of the most normal things and make it so nobody can have nice things. And now Lowe's is like the new Hermes. Like, I'm gonna get into how Lowe's is now a status symbol. Like, what are we actually doing? I really feel like Lowe's did not even know what was gonna happen with these buckets because they were probably just trying to show their customers that it's not only men who do home improvement. It's not only just blue buckets. We're also gonna have pink buckets for all the women who shop here. And I saw a video from like a year ago of a guy buying like 20 pink huge Lowe's buckets. And that had a little viral moment. People were like, oh my goodness, so aesthetic. But nobody really cared that much. They just kept scrolling and forgot about pink Lowe's buckets. But then I feel like when mini was combined with pink, this is when something snapped in the TikTokers' brains. Because overconsumption girlies love aesthetic colors and they love mini things. Like, you know, when they put those mini backpacks on the Stanley Cup, like something actually makes them tweak when they see mini and aesthetic color. So Lowe's, you should have saw that coming, honestly. And honestly, at this point, as a girl who loves things that are pink and loves things that are mini, but not at an overconsumption level, I can just appreciate it and not have to break the bank and go crazy. I can just see why it is adored and loved. I understand why everybody likes the idea of a Lowe's pink mini bucket. But what I don't understand is when people take it to the next level and lose it, bedazzle them, take them to the baristas, fight over them, buy 100 of them, make their makeup station Lowe's themed. What are we actually doing? Like, it really gets to a point where it becomes a sickness, a disease. I hope you're happy. Bought you a Lowe's bucket. Bet you give it to her mom. Bet y'all get a dog and name it after me. Hey, Pookie. I understand if the home improvement girls like Wendy from Bob the Builder want to use pink aesthetically pleasing buckets while they're already working with buckets. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And that actually makes me want to give you a round of applause because, like, if you're going to be using buckets anyways, and the 5-gallon ones are only $5, there's nothing wrong with you. That is actually genuinely cool.
She's back.
But if you go out of your way to buy Lowe's buckets when you don't even use buckets for anything and you don't even shop at Lowe's, but you just saw it on TikTok that it was a craze, so then you literally change your daily routine in order to get a Lowe's bucket, what are we doing at that point? And I feel like this really just makes me so confused because with the Starbucks Bear Cup craze, for over a decade, there has been the Starbucks girlies. We know that Starbucks is all the corruption and everything like that. We know all the bad things to say about Starbucks, but the principle of it is that there are the Starbucks girlies, and that is why the Bear Cup sold out immediately because there's a fan base for that. But there's no fan base for Lowe's it girls who don't even shop at Lowe's. Like, obviously there are women who shop at Lowe's, girls who shop at Lowe's, but I'm talking about like actually like the Starbucks girls and the Lowe's girls have nothing to do with each other. Like, this is literally a sickness, a disease. I hope you're happy. Bought you. No, this is crazy. Like, do you guys actually understand what is going on? And the thing that really also gets me is that the Lowe's mini buckets look like they are cheaper than the plastic at Dollar Tree and Five Below. And they are thin plastic. Like, what? Yes, it is $1, but it should be a nickel basically. And I understand if you are walking around Lowe's, you see a mini bucket, oh my god, it's only $1 cute, and you just buy it. Like, I have nothing against that. But it's just the people who are going out of their way to like buy 100 of them when they never even shopped at Lowe's a day in their life. And maybe I'm just hating on the Lowe's mini bucket, but at least the Starbucks Bear Cup actually had a cute bear face. But like, the Lowe's bucket is just a bucket. Like, it's literally just a bucket that says Lowe's on it. Nothing else, nothing special. And again, with the Starbucks Bear Cup, anything that says Starbucks on it, it can be sold for $100 at Starbucks because it says Starbucks. It's an established brand that has hype around it and craze around it. But Lowe's is not that at Lowe's. Like, when did Lowe's become an it girl brand? Like, it's kind of like when people had like Supreme and then they had like the Supreme brick. Like, is Lowe's now like a Clout brand? Like, I just cannot. I'm so confused right now. Like, this is actually bending my mind. And as people who love pink, we cannot be this easily manipulated, because at this point, does this mean that any company can immediately make $1 billion if they just make it pink? If they just release something pink, then we're all going to lose it and just get immediately into a chokehold and just like absolutely tweak out because it's pink and small. Like, that is not okay. And we already talked about the pink tags. And how are we ever supposed to get rid of the pink tags if we are this easy to manipulate? And something pink that I have that sparks joy is my Lego typewriter that I always keep on my desk. Whenever I'm making my YouTube videos, I look at my amazing pink typewriter and I have the Lilo and Stitch Nani minifigure standing on top of it. And I'm like, yes. And it is the same color as the Lowe's mini bucket. But that actually makes sense. There's flowers. It's great. But a mini bucket. Like, are we okay? Like actually, like, are we okay? At this point, I might have been too harsh on all the other things that were sparking joy for people, because this mini bucket makes all those other trends make sense. This mini bucket is gonna have people start defending Labubus because actually they are fuzzy, they have faces on them. This is a bucket. At this point, are people going to start releasing like pink clothespins and then selling them for $1, and then people are gonna start beating each other up over it and selling it on TikTok for $10? All new TikTok viral pink clothespins. Run, don't walk. I probably just gave a company an idea, but please don't fall for it if you ever see a pink clothespin on the market. Okay, now let's get into the next part of this equation that boils my blood even more and grinds my gears even faster. And that is the Lowe's mini tote. And we're not talking tote bag.
First serve.
Okay, so you know those storage bins with like the black bottom and the yellow lid, and they go in basements or garages and you just store things in them, and you might pick one up at Lowe's and they're like giant? Yeah, so Lowe's actually also has mini ones of those. And you would think that they wouldn't cause any craze or mass hysteria because they're not pink. They're not aesthetically pleasing at all. But you would be wrong, because remember how the blue Lowe's buckets were already being brought to Starbucks at the beginning of the video? Yeah, people are also freaking out over the black and yellow mini totes.
So which one do you have to have? The new Lowe's pink mini bucket or the Project Source teeny tote? Or do you have to have both?
No, I don't think you understand. I'm obsessed.
Where is it? Where the is it?
Still can't find the mini tote, guys.
How many of those did you take? I took 9. Yeah, I did, I think, slightly overcommit.
Look at these little totes from Lowe's. They are so adorable. They're just like their regular totes. And go get your teeny tote at Lowe's.
Oh God, look at it. It's perfect.
Click that link, it'll take you straight to my storefront, and you'll be able to find these guys to order them. We don't know how long they're gonna last.
And is this like black and yellow, black and yellow? You know what it is? Your guess is as good as mine, because this is even more confusing to me. Like, I can't. I feel like when people started saying 6'7", and I'm like, what is 6'7"? Like, now I understand what 6'7" is, because like people just said it so much. But like, what is this? You guys are probably even more confused than I am. You guys probably are just now hearing about these mini buckets. I had the privilege of finding this out on TikTok, but you guys are probably like, Felicia, what is going on at this point? And I don't know, but I'm gonna try to give you some answers. Okay, so going back to comparing these pink Lowe's mini buckets to the Starbucks Bear Cup, remember how Starbucks also released the Roller Rabbit merch at the same time as the Starbucks Bear Cup? And only the real crazed Starbucks fans lined up right after the Bear Cup drop for the Roller Rabbit merch. And it was an even more niche obsession of the Starbucks release. Yeah, this is what the tote is, because if you have the mini Lowe's bucket, okay, you're on trend. But if you get the mini black and yellow tote, you are that girl on Bucket Talk, like mini talk. You just dropped the mic. Okay, so as you guys can probably guess, I'm not mad if you get a $5 5-gallon pink Lowe's bucket or a $1 and change pink mini bucket. That's food safe and you can drink out of your cute little knickknack. But what makes me irrationally angry is the run to Lowe's right now vlogs and buy up all of these mini buckets right now vlogs that are currently going insanely viral all over TikTok. And when people are acting a fool and speeding to Lowe's to get these pieces of plastic, like it's one thing to happen upon them, but to do this? And in these videos, people are grabbing up hundreds of these buckets, and because of the virality of these scarcity mindset videos, Lowe's is quickly selling out of blue mini buckets, large 5-gallon pink buckets, and especially the pink mini buckets. And you cannot tell me that there is a reason to have more than one of these mini buckets. I understand the large buckets because people are actually using the large buckets for actual work, not the TikTokers. They're also getting the large ones for absolutely no rhyme or reason. But okay, maybe if you're using the mini bucket as a cup, then you want to get two because it's like weird to have just one cup and there's no matching set in your cabinet, and then your cabinet will look all out of whack. So maybe if you just get like 2 little Lowe's cups in your cabinet, but 500? Why are we getting 500 of them? Like, you're literally just being greedy at that point. You're being gluttonous with buckets and they're not even food. Like, you are just buying them so that nobody else can buy them. And that is scary. Like, you probably don't even like them as much as you're leading on. You're just trying to get it so that nobody else can get it. If I can have them, no one can. And I guarantee you that people are just buying these up so they can try to resell them for a huge markup on Facebook Marketplace, TikTok Shop, or eBay. Like how the Starbucks Bear Cups were going for like $2 million. They're probably just trying to jump on the next viral trend so that when they're being sold for $50,000, then they can try to make a quick couple thousand. But that's never going to happen. Because even though people actually were buying the Bear Cups for thousands of dollars, Lowe's is actually stocking up their locations with these buckets. So it's a fake scarcity mindset that is being created on TikTok. It is a fake mass hysteria. And it is a completely unnecessary version of mass hysteria. Because the Starbucks Bear Cups, they actually only had 2 at each store. And people were actually fighting. But Lowe's, then on TikTok, it seems like they're so rare. So if you run to Lowe's and then you see 500 of them, then you're gonna buy 500 and waste $500 if you are a TikToker, not any normal thinking people. But it's kind of like the same vibe as if you saw people like losing their minds on TikTok over Starbucks Bear Cups, and then you went to Starbucks and you saw 500 Bear Cups. You're like, oh my goodness, let me just reach into my savings and buy all these Bear Cups and sell them on eBay. Like, that is the mentality of people who are seeing the Lowe's viral buckets and then running, not walking to Lowe's and buying them all up. But Lowe's is probably like, what's going on? Like, okay, let's go to the warehouse and restock 1,000 more of these. They seem to like them. But whereas the pink mini buckets are not actually as rare as they seem to be, I feel like the totes are so sought after, even though they're not pink, because the totes are actually rare. So that is why people are making the totes a thing, so that they can say that they do have their real, authentic, genuine scarcity. And above all, the main reason why people buy Lowe's mini buckets is to make TikTok videos and get clout, and just to say, I have one. Look guys, I have a Lowe's mini bucket. I'm better than you all. But it is literally the most lightweight, cheap little piece of plastic ever. So no, you are not better than us. And okay, you got your clout, but now what are you gonna do with that bucket? And the answer is nothing. I don't care what they say. I don't care if they lie on TikTok and say they're gonna use all these little uses. No, they're not. People are fighting tooth and nail to prove that these mini buckets are worth the purchase, and they're trying to defend their actions. And because of this, they're making videos saying, if you don't give your girlfriend flowers this Valentine's Day in a pink Lowe's bucket, you don't really love her. You are a terrible husband or boyfriend. And they're also making videos saying, if you do not give your friends their Gallentine's favors in these pink Lowe's mini buckets, you are a trash, terrible friend who probably ruined the Miami girls trip, and you probably ordered fajitas on your friend's birthday. So probably the most viral type of Lowe's mini bucket video are the Gallentine's party prep videos, filling all these mini buckets up with little favors and confetti. People are also taking the Lowe's mini buckets way further than this, to the point of also bedazzling them.
Looky what I found. I am so excited to be making some Valentine's Day gift baskets with these little buckets from Lowe's. These are the mini buckets based on this big bucket right here. And I'm just totally excited. So I got a bunch of stuff that won't fit inside unless it's like uber tiny, like this. Throw some little confetti in there. Oh, y'all, just how cute is this, right? Some candy. I'm gonna have to take the candy out of here, but you can make the cutest little Valentine's Day cup or basket or whatever gift bag with these. So they're $1.98 at Lowe's, and I never say run because I just think it's so overused. But y'all need to sprint to Lowe's to grab these cute little buckets.
Okay, now for the part of this conversation that makes me probably the most irrationally angry, and I don't know why. But that is when people use the Lowe's mini buckets as makeup containers. And probably because the Lowe's mini buckets are so lightweight that they wouldn't even work. Like if you put a bunch of makeup brushes in this, it would just tip over. And people are also buying the Cobalt mini toolbox as a makeup station. And I'm just like, what?
This is the line. Hold on tight. I'm just a simple girl with simple tastes.
And there's also, you might want to sit down for this, a $500 Cobalt workbench that people are also buying in order to prove that they are the true level of the bossed up it girl. And I have absolutely nothing wrong with the girlies buying the $500 Cobalt workbench for the purpose of, I have my own house, I live here alone, but I have a garage, so why not make my workbench pink? I am that girl. I am Wendy from Bob the Builder. More power to them. I have nothing against that. Very aesthetic, very cute of you. And have your little pink buckets on the side. Because if you're going to get garage storage anyway, and it's the same price when it's pink, no pink tax, it's the exact same price as the blue and the gray, why not buy pink? But what gets me guys, is when people buy the $500 Cobalt pink Lowe's workbench just to put it in their kitchen in order to film TikTok videos and show that they are a Lowe's girly. And I'm like, is this Webkins? Because anyone who played Webkins, you can make a medieval kitchen, a garage kitchen, a beach kitchen. Like, are we making garage pink kitchens because we are like trying to live out our Webkins childhood dreams? Why is there garage furniture in your kitchen? Please let me know. Basically, at this point, Lowe's merchandise is becoming designer. And I don't know why, but I cannot get over the Lowe's makeup stations. And it's probably because, what does Lowe's have to do with makeup stations? I feel like people are going to try to rationalize the entire Lowe's thing by saying, women shop at Lowe's too, women do manual labor too, women do womanual labor. And that's not this conversation. We know that women work on houses and do yard work and everything. We know that. But we're not talking about the girlies that actually use buckets and actually use workbenches. We're talking about the girlies who randomly saw it on TikTok and are spending hundreds of dollars to make a Lowe's makeup counter. Like, what's going on here? But good on Lowe's for not making these pink buckets $10 and using the pink tax. And Lowe's, if you mark up these pink buckets, I'm making another video and I'm not praising you and I'm not defending you. Okay, so you know how the Starbucks Bear Cup is still scamming people in the great 2026? Because people are still buying fake bear cups on TikTok Shop and still getting scammed. Yeah, the Lowe's pink mini bucket is selling for $7 a pop on TikTok Shop when they are $1 in change at Lowe's and being sold. Literally dime a dozen because there are thousands of these in the bins. But people are actually spending $7 for them on TikTok Shop. In my opinion, that is a scam. You're just as bad as the people buying the bear cup and getting scammed. And now they have the pink version of the bear cup on TikTok Shop with the pink little criminal beanie on. But I don't think I can save you if you are buying a Lowe's mini bucket for $7 on TikTok Shop. I think you are too far gone at that point, but I'm going to need you to delete TikTok and maybe get a flip phone so you can't even be tempted to even access social media anymore. Please stop. And credit card debt over a piece of plastic that says Lowe's on it is actually wild. Bankruptcy over plastic is insane. And the reason why I'm bringing up the fake Starbucks Bear Cup dupes that they're selling for the price of a real Starbucks Bear Cup and scamming people, and the different colors of Starbucks Bear Cups that people are still, for whatever reason, still obsessed with, just give it a rest. You don't need all these colors. It's in the past. Just leave it in 2025. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because people are already starting to 3D print the Lowe's mini buckets, even though I don't understand because they are, again, dime a dozen at the actual Lowe's store still at $1.98. But people are starting to 3D print them, and people are starting to sell them on TikTok Shop for like 100 times the price already. So you know that they're going to start selling the 3D printed fake ones as real on TikTok Shop for like $100 in eBay. And what is the point? Like, this is actually scary because just like people are still getting scammed by a Starbucks Bear Cup, why would you get scammed into buying a Lowe's mini bucket online? Like, I just cannot be okay with this. And they're probably gonna start having a bunch of fake different colors of the Lowe's mini bucket on TikTok Shop, just like they have the Starbucks Bear Cups in every single color of the rainbow. Then they're probably gonna start having the Lowe's mini buckets in every color of the rainbow and be like, run to TikTok Shop right now.
You guys, we found the Lowe's mini buckets and we now have them available here in our TikTok Shop. These are just the cutest. You guys, it holds about 12 ounces of liquid, or you can even put your drinks in them. I bet these would be perfect for Valentine's Day. So make sure you get yours now. Hey you guys, just wanted to show you, we just restocked the Lowe's mini buckets, but we only have a few available, so make sure you grab those. We also just added the Lowe's blue mini bucket, and these, there's a lot less than these pink ones.
Now let's up my anger level a little bit more by talking about when people go through all the trouble of buying the Lowe's mini buckets, all the trouble of freaking out and rationalizing their purchase on TikTok, but then they take a nail polish remover and acetone and wipe off the word Lowe's completely and make videos saying how to remove the word Lowe's from your mini buckets. I've come here with the solution. What was the point? No, actually, I thought that we were getting Lowe's mini buckets because they said Lowe's and we were trying to prove that we are true Lowe's girlies. But now you are wiping off the word Lowe's? What is going on? If any of you guys have any idea what is going on, let me know in the comments. And if these things start selling for $50,000 on eBay and you wiped it off with acetone, you're probably kicking yourself because you're like, I could have had $50,000, but I wiped off the word Lowe's. And now let me take a little bit of white out and try to recreate it. And just like people were drilling holes into the blue mini buckets, people are now drilling holes into the pink ones, of course, so they can have their aesthetic little iced coffee in the mini bucket. And sadly for the Starbucks baristas, these pink mini buckets are also currently being shoved into the drive-thru window at an astonishing rate. Every single day, as the Lowe's mini buckets get more and more attention on TikTok, the prices that are listed on TikTok Shop and Etsy and eBay increase. So now on Etsy, you can get one blue Lowe's mini bucket and one pink Lowe's mini bucket for the low price of $22 for a set of two. So that's $11 each. And mind you, the original price for the mini buckets is $1.98. But now you can get them on Etsy for the convenient price of $11 when you can literally go to Lowe's right now, even though don't run to Lowe's, but you can literally run to Lowe's right now and have an option of thousands of different ones in a bin for $1.98. But run to Etsy, you guys, and get it for $11. No, do not do that. And we also have the 3-piece set of 3 viral mini buckets from 3 different stores for $33. And if you need that rare, ultra, extra rare Lowe's mini tote, the black and yellow one, don't worry, you guys. For $29.99, you can get the blue, pink, and the mini tote. This is just so dumb. Like, and again, I'm not hating on people who collect mini buckets. The people that these ads are targeted towards are the people who collect the mini buckets just because they saw them on TikTok and no other reason. And those are the people that are saying, guys, I literally give my friends ice cream in the mini buckets. Stop hating. You're so miserable. And 10 mini buckets should be $20, but you can get them on Etsy for $38.99 for whatever reason. But if your boyfriend doesn't get you a pink mini bucket from Lowe's this Valentine's Day, please don't break up with him. Please consider the fact that this trend has absolutely no value to it and it's just cheap plastic. Release yourself from the chokehold of consumerism for just 1 second. He didn't buy me a Lowe's mini bucket for Valentine's Day. He is in the past. past, leave them in 2025. By February 15th, no one will ever remember the mini bucket. Another thing that I cannot stop thinking about is the fact that the Lowe's mini buckets have all these like crevices on the sides of the rim. So if you drank out of this, then you're going to have to make sure that you clean it. And with all these little cup trends, it makes my skin crawl with like the Stanleys and how they have like mold in the lids and everything. And I don't think that the mini buckets could really get moldy that easily, but you definitely have to make sure that you wipe that residue off the rim when you're washing it. I wouldn't want to deal with all that. And another thing is that even if the Gallentine's hosts understand the trend, chances are if they give it to a bunch of their closest girlfriends, the girlfriends are not gonna know what's going on, and then they're just going to toss it. And like, what was the reason? Another layer to the scarcity mindset of the Lowe's buckets is that at some Lowe's locations, you can't find the lid to the large pink bucket. So people are like freaking out saying like, oh my goodness, where's the lids? We have to go to every single Lowe's location in the area to find the pink lid. That's just a whole nother thing. Like, did you get a lid? Oh my goodness, where's the lid, you guys? Lid haul. But then they're gonna destroy the lid 5 seconds later anyway with a drill. So who cares if you have the lid or not? Just take the lid off and put the straw directly into the cup. I'm also anticipating Home Depot to have an answer to the pink mini buckets. Home Depot, just go sit down somewhere. I don't have time for this. But hopefully we will not have a Home Depot video coming soon, or any other home improvement store that is catering to the it girls. But sadly, I think we just might. And I never ever could have predicted that the 2026 version of the Target Valentine's Stanley Cup would have been a Lowe's item, a lightweight, cheap piece of plastic, cheaper than Dollar Tree, cheaper than Five Below. But here we are, and I am genuinely concerned for us at this point. But guys, seriously, even if you're tempted to buy a mini bucket, please buy one. Please let it be one. Please don't overconsume these. You're not going to need them for anything, promise you.
And what are y'all doing with those pink buckets that y'all are getting from Lowe's?
I bought 5. I couldn't help myself. And not only did I buy 5 pink buckets, I bought 5 mini totes. I have an addiction, okay? I'm honestly so excited in what to put in these. Honestly, I can't someone please give me suggestions on what to put in these, like just fun shit.
And if you cannot tell by now, these trends come and go at an insane speed. Trends are turning over at a rate that is like way quicker than ever before. So mini buckets are gonna go out of style come March. Nobody's gonna care. Even at the end of February, nobody's gonna care about mini buckets. But if you have hundreds of them, you are going to be living hoarders buried alive for absolutely no reason. And if you actually fight somebody over a mini bucket between now and February 14th, I don't know what to tell you. But again, please get a flip phone and delete all social medias, because it is influencing your brain at a concerning rate. But I want to know what you guys think about the Lowe's pink mini bucket, the newest viral TikTok sensation, the new Starbucks Bear Cup. So don't forget to let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And thank you guys so much for tuning into today's video. And don't forget to check out my other YouTube channels called All That to Say and Feliciajoy 2.0, and those are both linked in the description box and in the pinned comment. And also please remember to leave a like on this video, subscribe to my channel to help us get one step closer to 30,000 subscribers, and while you're there, you might as well turn on notifications and hype the video, please, before you go on about your amazing, beautiful day. I hope it is amazing, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye guys.